join me in giving the appropriate kind of reception to someone who is such a fucking firecracker. Please welcome Van Batten! And let it be said, Pickering, you've changed more than my life. You've changed the lives of anybody who's been to Cherchez La Femme. You've changed the lives of anybody who's been to Slutwalk, Melbourne. You've changed the lives of the women who listen to you on the radio and the men who listen to you on the radio and all the people who come to your consciousness-raising events, because that's what solves this problem, is consciousness raising. If we want social change, we have to be on it all the time. We have to be activists in everyday life, because the fact is it's 2013 and women and men are still getting raped in the city of Melbourne, and that's fucking unacceptable. It is absolutely inspiring to not only see so many people here today, but to see such a diversity of people, to see people of all ages, people who identify with all sexualities, people who come from the incredible diversity which is this incredible city, all of us with the one cause, which is to stop the slut shaming and the victim blaming that turns human beings into objects and puts wounds in them that they have to fight every day. And it is a fight. I'm particularly grateful that I know numerically there are going to be people here who haven't been sexually assaulted. And I'm grateful for their presence. I know there are people here who haven't been raped or abused, and I'm goddamn glad they're here, because their ability to think outside their own experience makes a difference. Their empathy and their sympathy makes a huge difference to me, because there are people who are not here today because, like me, about an hour ago, it was too confronting. It was too frightening. It was going back into that dark place that I've spent all of the years since trying to get out of. I'm about to tell you a story that I've never told my mother. When I was 18 years old, full of the beginning of my own sexuality, in a blue dress that my dad bought me, I went to King's Cross in Sydney with some friends of mine from high school to pick up guys in bars. And I found one, a 23-year-old law student. He was handsome and a little bit nerdy, and we went outside for a pash. I was drunk. I didn't realise we were also going for a walk. I was disoriented. I didn't know the inner city of Sydney particularly well. And I certainly didn't expect that a boy I picked up in a bar for a bit of a cheeky pash would take me behind the Art Gallery of New South Wales, coerce me into sex acts, slap me around, grind my face into the dirt, and piss next to me. And when I cried, saying, I don't know how to get home, he threw a handful of coins on my back and said, take this, it's all you're fucking worth. Now, I've never told that to my mother. I've tried. And the reason why I can't quite tell my mother is victim blaming is not just about the person who was there. It's about the people who love them, who feel that they failed to protect them. About their friends, about their parents, about my 72-year-old mother who, if she hears this story, will cry and think that something happened to me when I was 18 years old could have been avoided if she just loved me more or took more precautions. Women are not fucking cars. You can't put in an alarm system into your child. You can't have 360-degree vision, because one thing causes rape, and that is rapists. Of the rape culture that permeates every single level of political discourse in this country. Good. Great. Because we have to be warriors in this fight. Because it is not appropriate to turn women into objects. When you turn one woman into an object, you turn all women into objects. When you turn women into objects, you turn other parts of humanity into objects. If we want to stop the oppression, the exclusion, the seclusion, the segregation, the rape, the violence, the hatred, the transphobia, the homophobia, the ableism, we are warriors every goddamn day! The former Prime Minister of this country was not a Kentucky Fried Chicken meal. It is not appropriate for a man who wishes to have the office of Prime Minister refer to a group of teenage girls who play netball with the line, "A bit of full body contact never hurt anyone." Tony Abbott said that 2 days ago. Well, let me tell you, you bastard, I'm a rape survivor, and let me tell you that full body contact is something that gets my consent, not yours. Spread the message. Stand up to the bullies. Shut them down. There will be no victim blaming. There will be no slut shaming. We are warriors and we will fight these fucks every day.